Hello there guys, you're listening to Ebird Online and I'm back with another review and I hope you're all well. The Ebird's feeling very refreshed and I'm ready to fire my videos straight at you. And today we're going to talk about a couple who have had an awful lot of headlines outside of 90 Day Fiancé. Yes, that's right, everyone's favourite dysfunctional couple, Stephanie and Ryan. And so I'm reliably informed that when women turn 40, they apparently become invisible. But unfortunately we can still see Stephanie. More's the pity. And very quickly before I begin, please if you enjoy this video don't forget to press the subscribe button and also press the notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my videos this week. There's going to be quite a few. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Ebird Online. Right, so without further ado, I give you Stephanie and Ryan. So we first catch up with this couple and Stephanie's teaching Ryan to hula hoop. And she tells Ryan she wants him to learn how to move his hips. And she says boom, boom, boom as she moves left to right. Guys, get your minds out of the gutter. And as they're hula hooping away on the beach, I must admit, Ryan's quite good at it. And Stephanie says, "Well done, sweetie, you're really, really good. Oh, Ryan, you're so funny. I literally piss my pants when I'm watching you." Oh, really? Maybe you should try Tenor Lady. Or possibly Dry Life. If anybody else has got any suggestions, please put them in comments below. And so once they finish playing with hula hoops, they sit down to have a serious chat. Or should I say, we sit down to listen to Ryan's sales pitch. And Ryan says to Stephanie, "You've been everywhere in Belize, haven't you? You've been all over the whole country and you've seen so much. You've seen everything there is to see." Yes, she has, Ryan, including the contents of Harris's underpants. And then Ryan continues, "It's only right and fair that I get to go to Michigan and check it all out." Is it only right and fair, Ryan? Fair to who? I can't see anybody. Not Stephanie, not you, and certainly not the residents of Michigan. Guys, I wonder where Ryan wants to go when he gets to Michigan. Right, okay, he wants to go to bars, restaurants and concerts. I guess they're all great reasons for emigrating to America. Oh Lord. And then Stephanie asks Ryan, "What does your mum think about you coming with me to Michigan?" And Ryan says she's okay with it. And then Stephanie says, "I'm still blocked on her phone." And Stephanie explains that she'd had some sort of argument with Ryan. She can't remember what over now. "I can tell you what over, Stephanie, your excessively controlling nature." And she said because she was angry. She said she was going to call his mum and ask her for all the money that she'd given her back. But she explained when she tried to call Daria, Ryan's mum, she was blocked. "Stephanie, are you surprised?" And Ryan explained, "Well, my mum thinks that you're trying to control her with your money." And Stephanie said, "I didn't want all of the money back, just the latest amount that I sent her. When I share my money with people, I expect to thank you." And Ryan said, "It's almost like you want my mum to bow down to you." Well, she said thanks, and a thanks is a thanks. It comes from the heart. And then Stephanie explained, "I asked her, did you get the money I sent?" And she said, "Yeah, thanks. I didn't think that was acceptable." And the truth be told, I got to admit to Stephanie, it wasn't acceptable. And a normal person would have just thought, well, I'll never send any more money. And if Daria ever developed the bollocks to actually ask her, can you loan me a bit more money? She could have said, well, I didn't even receive a thank you after the last money. But Stephanie's too controlling of every single situation to wait for that opportunity to arise. Also, Stephanie needs to consider, why? Why is Daria so offhand with me? What could possibly be the reason? And Stephanie continues, "I'm trying to keep the lights on, the cable on, keep them fed and keep a roof over their heads." Wait a minute, the cable on? Is that really a necessity? Mind you, I suppose they might want to get Discovery Plus. And so Stephanie said, "Well, it's fine if your mum wants to block me, but I haven't sent a penny since I've been blocked." So guys, there are two things here. The first thing is, I knew the mum was off, and if you remember on the very first video I said she seemed very stern with Stephanie and she was like, "Oh hi, yeah, no," and just very monosyllabic. And I clocked straight away there was some sort of discourse. And for some reason, Stephanie didn't even realise it, or she didn't care, who knows. And now of course she's unhappy because Daria's not sufficiently grateful when she sends cash. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if she knows that Stephanie's slept with Harris. It doesn't necessarily mean that Ryan's told her, although he may have done. But obviously Ryan heard it on the grapevine way before Stephanie ever told him. And with small countries like that, where everybody knows everybody, it wouldn't surprise me at all if the information's already come to Daria's ears. And then Stephanie said, "How much money do you think I've sent to your family overall?" And Ryan said, "I don't know, I don't want to get into that." And she said, "Thousands upon thousands upon thousands." Well, I guess there's $200 for that watch, Stephanie. but I must admit I'd be very interested to hear what exactly these figures are. And then Ryan said, my mum doesn't hate you, but she's going to stay out of your hair, and I think you should stay out of hers. And Stephanie said, Ryan, please say you understand where I'm coming from. And Ryan took what seemed like an absolute eternity to evil his eye at her and then say, Stephanie, I understand where you're coming from. And he said it with all the feeling of a 5-year-old reciting nativity play lines. But guys, this whole money thing now is getting very, very tired, and we're going to talk about it a bit more at the end. But Stephanie, as far as I'm concerned, you're attempting to purchase this person and you're attempting to purchase his family. Not an hour goes by without you reminding us and everybody else that you've sent them thousands. And next time we meet up with this couple, they're on their way to dinner. And Stephanie's wearing a t-shirt with what looks like Ryan's teeth on the front. And I believe that Stephanie's using the logic, if you wear a dress short enough, the party will come to you. And they sit down and Stephanie asks him, are you tired from hula hooping? And Ryan gives her a look which says, too tired to sleep with you, if that's what you mean. And then Stephanie brings up her old friend Maria. Yep, that Maria of Terrible Tarot. And Stephanie tells Ryan she sees us getting married and she sees you coming over to the US. And then she sees you leaving me for a younger woman. Oh Stephanie, come the F on, Maria doesn't see anything. And I established a few videos ago, and I'll link that video here for those of you who haven't seen it. I've already established that her interpretation of the tarot cards was completely wrong. And she was either doing it, 1, because she just wants to split you and Ryan up, or 2, she doesn't know what she's doing. But either way, there's no point referencing her at this point. But Ryan, true to form, instead of denying, I don't want to leave you for another girl, he said, I don't believe in all that. As far as I'm concerned, Maria's dealing with the devil. No one knows your future. And Stephanie said, well, she's got an awful lot right, names and dates, and so it's really tough for me not to believe it. And Ryan said, you've been telling her things about our relationship, you've been telling her things about me, and she's using the things that you've told her to make up her own narrative. And as far as I'm concerned, Ryan has it completely right, because that's exactly what I think she's doing too. And then Stephanie lied through her teeth when she said, I don't give her any information at all. Stephanie, that's an out and out lie. When Maria walked through the door, Maria actually said, are you still buying him watches? So far from you not giving her any information, I thoroughly believe that you've given her every single bit of information there is to give. I wouldn't be at all surprised if Maria knows Ryan's inside leg measurement. And then Stephanie continues, also about babies. Maria says that your mum thinks that you'll want a child and that you'll possibly have one with a co-worker. And Ryan said, Stephanie, I've told you before, I want to have loads of experience and do lots of travelling and travel round everywhere. And she said, you don't want to have kids? And he said, I don't want to have kids right now. And she said, did you hear what you said? You said right now. That means that you do want them in the future. And then Ryan said, not now and not ever. Ryan, she's got you on that one. You know good and well you want to have kids. But again, Stephanie, what is wrong with you? Why are you having these conversations now with Ryan? And also, why are you so absolutely gutless that you don't just say, Stephanie, I'm personally worried that you're going to want to start a family at some point and I can't give you that. Why do you need to say, Maria said that, blah, blah, blah? Every single thing that Maria says are really thoughts that you have yourself, Stephanie, but you daren't say them. What's wrong with you? And Ryan said, I don't want kids now, I don't want kids ever, and tell Maria to stay out of my business. She's ruining things, just like Harris. And Stephanie said, we're 25 years apart, although it doesn't seem like it when we're together. Stephanie, yes it does, if not more. And Ryan said, I don't care about your age, I just want to go to the US and to love you. I just always want to rock your boat. And guys, whenever I look at the body language between these two, Ryan's always putting his hands upon the back of chairs and looking generally uneasy. Stephanie's always fiddling with her hair. They never seem happy or relaxed in each other's company. I don't know how this relationship used to be, but right now it's a shit shower. And as they go to leave, Stephanie says, well, I wonder if I won't get laid again tonight. I certainly hope that Ryan's in the mood. And then she actually said to him, you owe me, so let's get back to the room. And I've always been uneasy about Stephanie, but the more I know, the less I like. Stephanie is for sure purchasing sex. And quite frankly, I find it predatory. And before everybody starts to have a go at me, imagine this scenario. Imagine this was reversed. Imagine Stephanie was a 52-year-old man and Ryan a 25-year-old girl. We would literally be up in arms. She's been there 1 or 2 nights, they've yet to have sex, they've been arguing all the time, but yet she's saying, I hope I get it and you owe me. How does he owe you? Nobody owes you sex, Stephanie. Nobody. Why does Ryan owe you sex? Yep, that's right, because you've purchased it. Stephanie has gone to a country where people are quite poor and she's met somebody 25 years younger than her on the beach and she's sought to exploit that financial prowess she has over him. And don't let her fool you. When she was saying, I help Ryan's family to pay the bills, it's not because she wants to help out people poorer than her, it's because she wants to have ultimate control over Ryan. And the way she thinks she can pull the wool over everybody's eyes is by saying, we're in love. I don't see it, neither from his side nor yours. Guys, as far as I'm concerned, that's exploitation, whichever way you look at it. And we called it out with Ed and Rose a couple of seasons ago, and this to me is extremely similar. And it seems to me to be quite clear that Ryan wants kids. And Stefan is choosing to be willfully ignorant. And she's just saying to him, are you sure you don't want kids? And when he says no, she's pretending, oh, that's fine. Cut to 5 years' time, when he's replaced her with a younger model, she'll be boo-hoo-hooing and saying, he lied to me. No, he didn't, Stephanie. You lied to yourself. And so after this, Stephanie and Ryan go back to the beach house and we see them about 4 hours later. And we see Ryan storming out of the beach house and Stephanie running behind him saying, don't you lie to me, Ryan. How do you expect me to believe that? And she said, where are you going? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, finally, after many years of trying, Mr. Ebird has finally been proven right. Sometimes the trash does take itself out. Sorry guys, I couldn't resist that one. But Ryan's having none of it. Ryan said, I'm going to get a taxi. And Stephanie said, really? With whose money? Oh, Stephanie, Ryan doesn't need money. He just puts everything on your account. He'll do it at front desk. They're all his mates, you see. And then Stephanie walked back into the house and she said, oh my God, are you kidding me? So I don't know if you guys have heard the rumours, but apparently Ryan's supposed to have attacked Stephanie at some point, and I think that this is the night in question. So before I analyse this fully, I want to see what transpires next week. But apparently, Stefan is suing TLC, one for still speaking to Ryan after he allegedly attacked her, and secondly because apparently she was bit by sandflies whilst she was filming and she wants them to pay for her medical bills. If this is the night that Ryan's allegedly attacked her, as we see as Ryan's walking out, she's saying, you better tell me the truth, Ryan, and don't you dare do this to me, Ryan. And from what I can see, this doesn't look like the aftermath of an attack. However, none of us know, it could pertain to a totally different time, so I'll be very interested to find out. And we do see a short preview from next week, and Stefan is wandering around the beach house saying, oh my God, my life's a shit show. Yep, that's right. In fact, Stephanie, it's everybody's shit show now. And then we see her go to ring, guess who? Harris. But for some reason she couldn't seem to get a line out, and I think I heard doot doot doot. So I don't know if he hung up on her, or if there was a bad line. I guess we have to watch this space. So guys, let me know what you think. Do you think that Stephanie's exploiting Ryan? And also, like me, do you think that she knows good and well he wants kids and she's completely ignoring this because she wants to hear what she wants to hear? And she doesn't really care what Ryan wants, she just wants to have her young stud over in America with her. Also, do you think Daria, Ryan's mum, was right to block her from her line? I actually think she was. Anybody that lends money and then phones up when they've had an argument with somebody to ask for it back deserves everything they get as far as I'm concerned. So guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Please, before you go, don't forget to press the subscribe button and don't forget to smash that notification if you don't want to miss any videos. I've got quite a few coming up this week, and a massive thank you to everybody who's subscribed thus far. Right, thank you so much for listening. You've been listening to Ebird Online, and I bid you good day.